MMA fighting here with UFC President Dana White just moments after the UFC 267 ceremonial ends. Now, Dana, we just heard in a previous interview you just became, what, a citizen of Abu Dhabi, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm an Abu Dhabi citizen now. They gave me the golden visa today.
What perks come with being a citizen of Abu Dhabi?
Anything that everybody else, who is a citizen here gets.
So I remember we were at the press conference, you got the key to the city of Vegas, and now you got the golden something for Abu Dhabi. Are you running out of shelf room for all these honorary citizenships around the world?
I don't know. You know I can't stand you Americans, right? I
Right,
can't
I've heard
stand you
that.
people.
Well, good thing I'm pretty Mexican. I'm Mexican, so you go. You might hit us
All
too.
right. We like you guys. Yeah, no, it's an incredible honor. They don't give it to many people, and yeah, I'm blown away and I'm very excited about it.
Well, speaking of Abu Dhabi, you've said that you view this as maybe the international destination, being the fight capital for the international world. Is this a place that you look to build maybe a PI here for this environment, this demographic?
Yeah, so I have a big meeting tomorrow, and there's so many things on the agenda in this meeting that I got to get buttoned up that have been, flapping around out there since the last time I was here. So hopefully I can get this done tomorrow and share it all with you guys. I've been dying to, share it with you guys and the fans for almost a year now. So hopefully I can get it done tomorrow.
Looking at the fights on Saturday, I know you're a betting guy. I'm not sure if you're aware. Jan Blachowicz was a betting underdog in 8 of his last 9 fights. The only one he was a favorite in was the Jacare fight. He won. Now he's actually a favorite against Glover Teixeira. Are the betting makers finally giving Jan Blachowicz the respect he deserves?
Probably, yeah, as they should. It's the odds are a crazy thing, and it's very hard to pick a fight in this sport. It's not easy. I mean, this is one of those sports where underdogs actually win. Big underdogs win. So it's a tough sport to call, and it's why this sport's so exciting and so fun.
Well, speaking of underdogs trying to stop the hype train, it's not every day you see someone like Li Jiangling, who's on a 5-fight win streak, all stoppages, fighting someone with less than 10 career fights, only 3-0 in the UFC. Unranked, Li is ranked, and Li is the underdog against. I think he might be the biggest underdog. Matt, I think at one point I saw Hamza was minus 650 against Li Jiangling. So what do you make of those odds in that fight?
Yeah, and he's coming off a knockout win over Ponzinibbio. Yeah, listen, it just goes to show. So Hamza yesterday, when we posted the stare down video, did 1 million views in less than 20 minutes. He's hot. People believe he's special. People believe that that this guy could become a world champion.
And looking at the co-main, and I want to also add Dan Hooker into this court standing against Dan Hooker, they weren't the original opponents for Petr Yan and Islam Makhachev. And I always point to a fighter, like at one point, remember Kamaru Usman was weighing in as a backup, and then he's offering to fight Colby Covington on short notice to save that January pay-per-view. Are these the type of fighters you look for, and then they, to put it in terms like they scratch your back, in the future you scratch their back, they help you save a fight, you reward them down the line with another big fight?
Well, it's one of those things. When you're in this business, you want to accomplish as many great things as you possibly can in a short amount of time and make as much money as you can possibly can. And the way that you do all of those things is if you're healthy, you stay active and you continue to fight. He jumped on this opportunity. Nobody wants to fight Islam. He saw this as an opportunity and jumped on it. And it's hard to not love guys like that.
Court standing against who, correct?
Yeah, 100%.
And a little some housekeeping. Is there any updates on Joanna Jedrzejczyk? She gave an interview and said that for her return, she wants, in her words, a bigger piece of the cake. Have you spoken to her at all about her return fight?
I have not. Joanna ate a lot of cake when she was champion. You know what I mean? She was the champ. She did very, very well. Deservedly. She's a little savage. And I love that kid. And yeah, she was telling us she only wants to fight title fights, but that's not really how it works.
Islam said that you initially approached Tony Ferguson for this fight over Dan Hooker, and Tony Ferguson never responded to the UFC. Is that accurate?
That's not fair. Tony and a couple other guys were offered the fight. Yeah, Tony did not respond.
And then finally, unrelated to the UFC, did you hear or see any of CLaressa Shields' pro loss? Her first pro MMA loss. A lot of people are kind of throwing a lot of hate towards her. She lost a split decision. CLaressa Shields. She just lost her second pro MMA fight.
Nothing but respect for CLaressa Shields. To be looked at as the best female boxer, right? And to come over here and start training and start to do this not easy, and nothing but respect for her. And she lost a split decision.
Yeah, it was a split decision. A lot of people giving her a lot of grief. It was a
Which
weird.
is even more impressive that, in her second fight, she loses a split decision, which means, one of the judges thought she won the fight. So, nothing but respect for her. And she should just keep plugging along, keep training and doing what she's doing. And, obviously she's a very talented, gifted, athlete. So, crazy that anybody's saying anything to her. That's ridiculous.
But I don't know if you know this, but Jake Paul threw a lot of hate towards Claressa Shields after her loss.
Did he really?
Yeah. Well, they had a lot of war words on Twitter.
He better be careful. She might knock him out.
Yeah, I think his words were Claressa Shields a loser and she lost.
Yeah. She might knock him out, actually. He better be careful. So Jake Paul calls Claressa Shields a loser. Claressa Shields is nothing but a winner who actually fought real people in her weight class, in her own age, in her own sport, and then goes over to MMA and tries to win a world title. That's not a loser. That's a winner. Okay. When are you going to start fighting somebody your own fucking age, your own weight, that actually fights in your own fucking sport that you're claiming you're in? Shut the fuck up, you goofball. Dude, for you to call Claressa Shields a loser is fucking unbelievable.
I think this all started with someone asked if Claressa Shields would ever fight on the undercard of a Jake Paul fight, and she took that as an insult. She's like, why would I fight on the undercard of him?
She threatened to knock him out as well. She said, I could knock him out with one hand behind my back.
I hope she knocks him. I hope he runs into her somewhere and she knocks him the fuck out.
Well, I can't think of a way to add that, but appreciate you.